Boy, there's just so much in the news that I can read. There's another account from 1997 about Trump and a woman who claims that he assaulted her. I think she was a model. And of course he's denying it. Let me just pop over here. Amy Doris told the Guardian newspaper that Trump assaulted her outside a bathroom in his VIP box at the tournament that year. She was 24 at the time, and the tournament was a U.S. Open, the U.S. Open in 1997, a tennis tournament. She was a former model, and she's accusing him of having sexually assaulting her and groping her at the U.S. Open. Of course, they're totally denying it. Jenna Ellis, Trump's legal advisor, and Amy isn't answering phone calls, as is her right. She doesn't have to prove it, to the public, but she can take them to court, and I hope she does. So let's take a look at that. Amy Doris of 1997 is claiming that he shoved his tongue down her throat and she was pushing him off, and that's when his grip became tighter and his hands were very gropey and all over my butt, my breasts, my back, everything. The newspaper quoted Dorris as saying. Now, Trump's denying this, but it sure sounds like the other several, he's like Bill Cosby. It sounds so much like other complaints against him about his sexual assaults on women. So let's just take a look. Will Amy Doris win her case against Trump? I'm just going to go right straight to that. Will Amy Doris win her case against Donald Trump? I have a feeling she might. There's the Five of Coins. This is not doing well. And the Five of Swords. And this is someone taking advantage. Someone using their power in a way that is callous and uncaring. I think she has felt that she didn't do as well, or there's some kind of thing that ended up had as a result of this incident, this trauma. I think she's had a lot of problems, to say the least. I think it really affected her, and mentally. And it does do that. I can tell you, as someone who has been a victim myself of that kind of behavior, it does. It does affect you. And I see that here. So I believe, number one, I believe her. Number two, let's just see further what this has to say. I just feel like this is a validation, a real thing. She's not making this up. It's affected her life. The Chariot. I think she will be successful in the Two of Cups. I think she will. there's some sort of either an agreement or there is some sort of partnership. She might, I don't know if she's going to take a deal, if Trump's going to settle out of court or what, but it looks to me like there is something maybe about that here. Let me just take another look at this. I think it's actually, no, it's talking about relationships. I think the message is that it's affected her in her being able to have relationships with others that are intimate. I think it has affected that in her life. And she's trying to work on that now. Definitely working on it with the Chariot. But I feel like it's, because it does affect your relationships, the way you look at others as potential intimate, partners in intimacy, trusting people. Queen of Swords and the Magician. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got to. Sometimes I get better perspective. Okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this could be her. And I feel like there's mental health issues going on as a result of this. Like there is trauma. I do not believe that she's making this up. King of Swords, there's Donald. I think he's been the one here that's been cruel and doing things, as we know, as a bully, and assaulting people. He's known for this. He thinks he can do it anyway, right? And this is the Magician. This is him taking advantage, in my opinion, of her. Oh yeah, the Empress. Him and his behavior with women. He tries to manipulate and twist things and keep things under wraps after, with these NDAs and things like that. It's affected, I see it as really affecting her as a woman and as a mother and a wife, maybe, or wherein domesticity is, I think, concerned with a partner. There's issues of trust that it's affected. And although I do see her having worked and working very hard on that to correct that as a result, it's hard to do. I do not believe that she has manufactured this claim. Let me tell you, more women are telling the truth than that aren't, that claim and come forward. And it just really upsets me as someone who has been a victim of assault that people do that. And that it makes it difficult to be believed. Then you don't want to go forward. It's embarrassing. And it turns your life upside down, so you really have to be ready for being victimized again, and denial, and have another fight on your hands. It's another traumatic deepening, potentially, if things don't go well, if you don't get justice. So there's a great risk that most people feel is involved to come forward. Because many times, especially somebody who's in a high level of office, as he is, their problems go away. Those people are used to having fixers. Well, Michael Cohen, you know, that was before his time. This would have been his other lawyer that would have handled this situation, who was ruthless, Roy Cohen. Because this was back in 97. This could also be her mother. I don't know if there was something contacting Trump. I'm not sure. But this definitely shows his attitude towards women and taking advantage of a situation. He's always been an abuser of his power, his size. He's a predator. Trump is a predator. Two of Swords. She's kept this to herself, I think, for a long time. Shows her keeping a lot inside, keeping a lot bottled up, and it's not been good for her. Trying to, I think, also block it out, get on with her life. I think this is also the Two of Swords is Trump's denial. Six of Cups, about a past event. He did it. It shows this behavior as to having taken place in the past. And here we have that confinement thing again with the Eight of Swords. You know, these women don't feel like they can come forward and be believed, that as well as he has this habit of physically confining them up against a wall, grabbing them, by force, confining them so they can't leave or move. This has been more than at least 3 complaints I know of that he's acted, that this is part of his MO. This is his secret. Not so secret anymore. The way that there is hidden behavior where how he deals with women, and how he behaves that's inappropriate and manipulative and abusive, and deceitful. So he did it. I feel like she's going to slowly get on better with her life, and I do think she will come out okay on this. I think she probably will get see a settlement, or see him that charge will stick, because I see her life moving forward, even if it's just to bring the claim out and put it through toward against him. I think it's just very freeing for her, empowering for her. I feel like there's a sense of celebration, and her life going from very rough, choppy, tumultuous waters to a calmer sea and a new direction that's calmer, a better place. This is for her. This is for Amy Doris. Her life will go in a better way. I think she will be successful should she pursue, and I hope she does, a suit against Trump for assault back in 1997 at the U.S. Tennis Open. So I will see you in the next video, and I hope that you enjoyed these readings. If you are enjoying this content, please make sure to hit the like, thumbs up, or thumbs down if you really didn't like it. But also subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.